table 2?
I am.
Duplicate it. All righty. Same wind. I want you to aim a little low this time and target. Were you aiming center target a while ago?
Top left.
Huh?
Top left. Left edge at the top.
All right. I want you to aim a little bit lower.
All right.
Just a touch. Send it.
Alright guys, what's up? This is Brockton Loaded, Brock here. I already did a review on the Ruger American Predator, and if you watched that video I told you to keep track of me because this past weekend I was going to do the mile, and I did it, and pretty much how it went was Dad went with me. Shot here, the same range, shot 15 rounds. Didn't see splash, didn't see anything. And I thought, well, what was I thinking? Buying a $400 gun, $300 scope, go out there and hit a mile? Like, I'm dumb. And it was really due to the conditions. It was wet. I thought it was going to rain us out, but it was wet. And almost didn't come. Wife talked me into it, and I was like, all right, I'll go. What's the worst that can happen? I don't hit it, so whatever. So I showed up. 15 rounds, didn't see a thing, really discouraged. I also do not have video of this because when I showed up, I was a little intimidated. There were guys here, there's probably $25,000 worth of equipment laying around. Here I am with a little $400 rifle. The last thing I was going to do was video myself not hitting a target. So in hindsight, I wish I would have videoed it. Proof that I hit it is, let's see if we can focus in on that. Got a sweet little coin. That's what they give you if you get it. So yeah, there's proof. What's you might find hard to believe, and honestly I was shocked, was I got the alright, so 15 rounds, didn't see a thing. We couldn't see anybody's. There was fog out there, and I'll show you a picture through the scope in a second. There was fog on the hill, rolling out probably over that pond that we're shooting over. You couldn't see anything. I mean, spotting shots was damn near impossible. And Mike, the guy that I had spotting, I mean, he's awesome. He's the reason I hit. But so anyway, 15 shots, didn't see anything. Shot one more after we let the fog roll out. He got it. Somebody got it. And I can't remember if it was him or Kenny, but somebody got it. And gave me a correction. We actually had to true the Streetlock app to this rifle because I was using the data right here that says 2710 feet per second. I just chose a cartridge and threw it in there, and the problem with that is I think this is based off of a 24 26 inch barrel. This is a 22 inch barrel, so I wasn't quite getting that velocity. I think once we corrected it, it was like 2616 or something like that. So the way we did that in Streetlock was we came back to 1,000. I shot corrected. I think it was dialing like, it was giving me a solution of 31 MOA. Ended up being 33 MOA. So once we trued it, then we went back out to a mile and shot, and I was like 5 yards to the right, about 12 inches low. So gave me the correction, corrected it. I think it was 4 shots. I was dancing around the target. We're using the targets too that have the red lights on them, so those are really cool. I think they're magneto speed, if y'all are ever seen those. Without that, I don't know how you tell if you hit a target or not. But anyway, man, that feeling of pulling that trigger and seeing that light come on was damn. That's my dad said he was gonna have to surgically remove my smile off of my face. He hadn't seen me smile that big in a long time. I just, honestly, it was a deep part of me that was like, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if this can do this. I mean, really, I don't know if I could do it because I've only been doing this a while. So This is the only bolt gun that I own until this range got put in. The farthest I'd ever shot was 600 yards, I think, with an AR. But yeah, so got a hit on the fourth shot. Gets better from there. Next two shots I missed. Then I hit. So I already have my coin, and the little joke is, hit it once, you get a coin, can't repeat it, you got to give it back. So I was ready to pack it up and take it to the house. So anyway, got my hit. Missed twice. At that point, I was sort of thinking, what am I thinking? Like, I can't do this with this gun and my skill. This is a freaking mile. Like, people just don't walk out here and do this. And yeah, I was kind of thinking, well, you know, if you throw enough lead down range, you're gonna get lucky. Something's gonna hit it. That's probably what I did. But I got my little coin. Whoop-de-doo, you know. Not whoop-de-doo. I was excited, but you know what I'm saying. And yeah, missed the two. Then I got to hit another hit, and I was thinking, oh crap, maybe there's something to this. Like, still could be luck. You could get, you know, you could get two and it be luck. Just keep sending them. A couple of them hit. Except that I got 5 in a row after that. So I hit once, missed twice, hit 5 straight mile shots in a row. Every time I pull the trigger, it's about 3.5, I think 4 seconds until it gets to the target. You pull the trigger, you're literally just sitting there waiting. Bam, red light comes on. Don't know how to describe that feeling. If you do any kind of long distance shooting, I mean, it's the same thing at a shorter distance, just at a mile. It's like once you get to that point where you don't think you can do it and then you do it, it's pretty freaking awesome. So yeah, mainly this isn't like a review on me as a shooter, because I promise you, you got to do your part. I mean, you got to pull the trigger. This bubble level, if you're going to shoot that far, you got to have one. I came out here and I was just pinging 1,000 like it was my job one day, and I came and brought my dad back. We couldn't hit it to save our life. Pretty sure outside of reading wind, 6.5 doesn't really have a huge wind deal at that range, so pretty sure I wasn't level, and I was dialing elevation off to the side. So yeah, it's stock except for the Magpul stock. I have an SWFA Super Sniper fixed 10 power, a Vortex bubble level. I have a PWS PRC brake. Just got that on sale and threw it on there. I'm going to order a suppressor soon, so should have that on the way, probably a Liberty Mystic, but Harris bipod, and as you can see, Hornady 140 grain ELD match. I mean, this stuff is just, my gun loves it, and when you shoot it, it doesn't move, the wind doesn't blow it, not nearly as much as other stuff. I shoot the Hornady Black a lot, and yeah, the Hornady Black's really good out to probably 1,000. And I mean, I don't know, maybe you could shoot it at a mile, but I just think the BC on this and bucking that wind really helps it. But anyway, yeah, so pretty much if you want to have a rifle that basically everybody can afford, this is it. This is a mile rifle. This isn't a mile lucky rifle, this is a mile rifle. And because I promise you, there's tons of better shooters than me out there, and if I could do it 5 times in a row, they could probably do it 1,000,000 times in a row. So I just want to throw this out there. There was another guy on YouTube I actually modeled this after. I actually bought this rifle. I think his name was 4 Guys Guns or something like that. He's not on YouTube anymore. They probably kicked him off because they're a bunch of commies. Probably kicked me off, so watch this while you can. But anyway, yeah, he got like 4 out of 10 hits, I think, at a mile with a 12X. I think it was a 12X Super Sniper. This is a 10X. By the way, I should go over this. I had to dial 97 MOA. I have a 20 MOA Leupold base. That puts me at 83 total MOA that I can adjust. That doesn't get me there, obviously. So I had to hold over 14 MOA in the reticle and I'll try to roll in a picture of the reticle. This SWFA is kind of made for this stuff, and I like it a lot. Like, the reticle is spot on. Called 97 MOA. I dialed 97 MOA, 5 in a row. There you go. So yeah, it gives you hash marks for each MOA, vertical elevation, and then every 10 it's a diamond. So kind of gives you a quick reference of jump to 10 and just count out 4. And yeah, I think all my hits I held. I favored left side. It was once I might have favored right. Mike was giving me all the win calls. They're pretty close to the same after he corrected them at the beginning. But I know there's going to be a lot of people out there that don't believe me, and I don't know how to say it other than I really don't give a shit. I mean, if I had to choose between having video of me hitting the mile, or if I had to choose between having video of me not hitting the mile or hitting the mile 5 times in a row and getting this, and especially having my dad there, oh man, it's no brainer. Like, screw y'all. I'm sorry. I don't care if you believe me or not. That memory, I mean, you probably had to kill me to get that memory out of my head. So, yeah, take it for what it's worth. If you don't believe me, go buy it and go do it. Okay, sure. So yeah, Ruger American Predator, 6.5 Creedmoor, SWFA Super Sniper 10X, PWS PRC scope, factory, Hornady, ELDM, 140 grain, salt tip, and a regular old shooter. Been doing it for maybe 8 months, a year at most. If I can do it, you can do it. Go get you one. I don't know how many videos I don't know how many rifles this video will sell, but I know 4 Guys Guns sold me one, so hopefully I'll sell y'all some, because these things are awesome, man. The other thing I should go over real quick before I leave, I know it's a long video, sorry, but I got a lot to cover. This barrel is sort of like in between a sporter and a medium profile. I don't know the medium, heavy palm, all that stuff. I don't get it. Hadn't looked into it that far. Like I said, I'm new. Cold hammer forged, and it's like an in-between sporter and medium. So one of the things that they were like shocked by is the fact that this did not just get red hot right off the bat. They kept calling it a sporter's pencil barrel, and I guess it looks like one, and technically is maybe. It's made out of machine gun steel, so I mean, you can shoot 10 rounds and come over here and put your hand on it, and it's warm, don't get me wrong, but it's not what you would expect. So I think that helped me out a lot too, because we kept letting barrels cool, and I kept, you know, I'm good. I was shooting with big boys, if you want to call it that. And trust me, there's some big boys out here. There's a dude with a 338 Lapua that was, man, that bullet's got some ass behind it when it gets there. But yeah, he was over there ringing it. I think he was one that had consecutive shots. He was doing pretty well. And there was a shooter, table 1 here and table 3, Kenny and Greg, and yeah, everybody got a hit. So I think he might have been shooting something Ackley, 284 Ackley or something, and then he pulled out something else. And then I think they were both shooting 6.5 and 6.5 Grendel, maybe a little bit. I don't know if that got there or not, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. Just wanted to go over that, and at the end I'll roll in some scope footage. I'll try to get that right now. That way you can get an idea of what I was looking at, where I was holding. I'll try to write on the screen with my phone. That way I'll show you the hash mark I was holding at and all that. And again, guys, hell, if you don't believe me, comment below, say I'm full of crap. I really don't care. But I appreciate your comments. I appreciate you watching. And till next time, I guess we'll go for 2,000. Doubt that's going to happen. Take it easy. By the way, guys, if anybody want to know what 1,000 yards looks like, this is just on my phone to give you an idea. It's right in the middle right now. See that flag out there in the middle of the dam? The brown backstop? Right in the middle of the screen, right to the right of that is 1,000. And then up on the hill there's a trailer. That's a mile with a green.